Hey, good morning. It's Mark. I was reading about something that's a pretty close analogy to a situation that medical groups often get themselves in vis-a-vis relationships with hospitals. The story that I read was about China's efforts to expand its economic and political power into the regions east of its country, in particular into Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. The story focused on how that model had been played out or is being played out in Pakistan. And in essence, what China is doing is loaning these countries billions of dollars to build infrastructure, but the infrastructure is built out using Chinese companies, Chinese materials, Chinese labor in many cases. Instead of the result that China hoped to achieve, the way it's playing out is these projects are putting countries into debt, into significant debt. Particularly the story focused on the construction of a light rail project, which is running, I guess, very behind budget, and it's costing so much that the government is going to have to actually then subsidize riders who are going to be riding this thing because they won't be able to charge enough to make ends meet. People just won't be able to afford to ride on the thing. And on top of that, these countries are going to have to pay China back. Well, as hospitals have become more and more stipend adverse in respect of coverage stipends where there is an actual need to supplement the income of a hospital-based group in order to provide coverage, some hospitals are proposing loans. But the problem with the loan is that it's got to be paid back. So if you're providing a service, you're a radiology group, and the cash flow due to payer mix isn't sufficient for you to make a go of it, simply borrowing money to meet payroll is solving your short-term problem, but it is exacerbating the long-term problem, which is that when push comes to shove, you're going to have to pay the hospital back with money now that you don't have. The hospital, on the other hand, is not simply going to say, goodbye, we're letting you go, because then the hospital itself may be walking into problems in terms of potential, depending on your practice, the hospital-based practice that is, anti-kickback problems, and if the facility is a nonprofit, certainly payments in violation of the entity's charitable purpose. So there's all sorts of issues here, and oftentimes the short-term fix results in long-term pain, meaning a suit by the hospital for its money back, money that you don't have.